You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. I can never see the do on the hat. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. How are we, everybody? It's time for ufology. Can't believe I had to sing it that way just so it sounded right. Oh, welcome to Goof On, everybody. Hope you're having a great night. That's right, we're here in the blackness of disclosure. StreamYard won't let me change the background. Yeah, I know. It just kept spinning and spinning, and I couldn't even log in at first either. It was like, there's no show for you. I'm like, whoa. Well, this isn't good. Then when it popped up, it said, October 17th is the show. And I said, no, it's not. It's not. So I went with it and it worked. I think, right? Can you hear me? See me? Yes. Perfect. It's pink and pink. Yep. You got that right. Well, we're tonight, we will. We're going to talk about trust. Trust in this community. Who do you trust? Who do you go to? We've talked about it before, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about other things about trust in this field. everything we do tonight is going to revolve around trust. Well, almost everything. Everything ufological will evolve, revolve and devolve. I don't freaking know. But anyway, that's we got trust issues is what I'm saying. And we should, rightfully so. So tonight, I want to talk about weaponized with Jim Lakatsky. Not Laskamsky. Somebody else has that. Oh, Scambian. Laskamsky. Well, I listened to half. We'll do part 1 tonight because it's an hour and 50-minute interview with him and Colm Kelleher, whatever his name is. Colm Kelleher. Colm. It's a good show so far. You know? And it's a bad show. No, it's good. I mean, it's not, but I don't like the way Lakatsky is just not answering. And Knapp wasn't letting it go. It's like, hey, this is the third time my question got railroaded. How about answering it this time? Oh, okay, George. Sorry. Hey, oh, well, you know, we start talking about other stuff, big guy. Well, you keep doing it. It's the third time. All right, nobody's keeping count. Well, I am. It's the third time. Yeah, well, you know, your mother said the same thing after the third. Hey, oh, whoa. Skamsky, what are you doing? This is George Knapp. You don't talk about his mother like that. Besides, my mother's been dead since 1998. I know. I killed a guy. Skamsky, if I ever see you, what are you looking at with your eyes 3/4 closed? Hey, I'm George Knapp. How you doing? Hey. Can you imagine if they had that conversation? Oh, yeah, that would be so much fun. And I know George is just frustrated he couldn't be there. Wonder why he was just doing the interview from like this, like we did here one night. Hello? You know, we put it. Who was that? Oh, Michael. It turned out okay. No, it wasn't Michael. It was some guy. But it was a good, it worked. So we'll do that tonight. Hang tight, everybody. There's a lot more stuff going on. I am, now, yesterday I played a video about this cloud that had little sparkles in it. And it came, you know, around down to the power lines. And this guy's like, whoa, you see the flashing lights in this cloud? What is this? I found 4 or 5 other videos, very similar clouds. I also have one where a guy sticks his arm in it. I think these are industrial foam suds type of clouds. But I'm telling you, man, I don't get the flashing lights. And I don't think they were reflecting any sunbeams at all. Anyway, we'll look at them. Some of them come floating down. They're cool. They look like clouds that literally detached from the sky. Now, you and I both know, just from being in airplanes and having a drone, clouds are real. But what we're going to look at tonight, I don't think are clouds. I don't know. I think it's in some sort of foam that is an industrialized chemtrail addict. Maybe, maybe it's falling out of the sky. These chemicals, they form up in the chemtrails. They combine maybe it is. Maybe it's chemtrail cloud. Chemtrail cloud, he's coming down to poison you. Chemtrail. Let's do a little roll call, shall we? Who's here tonight? Ben, we'll start with you. You got the first super dono of the night. It's a 1 pound, 1 quid super dono. A dono, for those who don't know, is a donation with no comment or emoji sticker. It's pure love, nothing there, just love. A heart even works too. Ben, a continuing supporter of Goof On, Mucho Gusto Generoso. You too If you find it in your hearts, whenever, the links are in the show description. We survive because of you. We give you the truth 12 hours a week, 50 hours a month, 50 hours. And no commercials on any of my videos. You ever notice that? People who don't have premium YouTube, you like that, huh? Everybody else got to put the ads on. For what? For what? Wait a minute, 8 cents. I'd rather you guys enjoy it for free. That's what this is about, giving back. I don't know what I'm trying to say. All I know is God bless it. God bless you. Thanks, man. Welcome to the show. Ed Chaffet. Now, see, why was Ben's blue, that color, and yours is the same? Oh, because it's 99. Still, we round up here at Goof On. That's $1 super sticker from Ed Chaffet. Chaffet? I mean, we don't know. But I'm going to stay with Chaffet because I think that's what it is. Thank you very much, Mr. E.S. Hutton. When E.S. Hutton talks, people listen. Remember E.F. Hutton? Remember that guy? Well, you know what my broker at E.F. Hutton said? And the whole restaurant stops. And then the narrator in the commercial goes, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. I still remember that. How about this? Can't leave home without it. Yeah, American Express. Good job. Thanks, Ed. Mucho gusto generoso and a continuing supporter of Goof On. Thank you very much. Lisa B. What do you say, Lisa Bowden? Bowden? Did that on purpose. Hi, thank you very much. It's a $5 super sticker. How you been? Good. That's me too. Been doing great. Best year, top of the health. Everything's perfect. Couldn't. It's terrible. I'm dying, I'm not. Everything's good. Thank you very much for the $5 super sticker. I'll even say that's probably some dono in there, but all right, super sticker it is. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins, welcome to the show as well. For her $2 super chat, in Truthology for ufology we trust. T-shirt time. My parents are like, why don't you make hats and T-shirts for your people? And I said, what are you going to do? Are you really going to buy? You're going to buy a hat or a shirt, right? And that's it. There may be 50 customers in a month, and that's it. After that, there won't be any. That's just the way it goes. I don't see it. There's nothing there. I don't get it. Now, we had a big discussion about why I'm not selling merchandise. I mean, my parents are like, even if you're making $40, it's $40. I'm like, yeah, but they can just, whenever they want, $2 here, $1 there. I know, why are they going to spend $40 for a sweatshirt? It says Goof On this or a guj, And who's going to see it? It's not like they're going to wear it out anywhere. Hey, Mike, oh, God, I love that guj on your hat. Yeah. Way to wear it to the Ritz Club. That guj back to you, buddy. Can you imagine? That would be great if Goof On was seen as a ritzy type of style. Let's do that now. That's it. I'm making merch. Tomorrow, handbags. Goof On handbags for the ladies and some fellas. Thanks, Dorothy. Mucho gusto generoso and a continuing supporter of Goof On. Jeanette, the angel of Goof On. Welcome to the show. That's a £5, £5 super dono. It's a triple heart threat. Ding, ding, ding. You win. I don't know, but I hope you feel it. Great vibes tonight. Thank you very much. That's good. It's good. 3 little hearts. The 3 little hearts. Jeanette, thank you very much for being here. We both made it on time. Well, I need to be here. You don't. But you did, and I appreciate it. Mucho gusto generoso, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Who else is here? Jeanette, thanks. I see Andrew, 420 Goofonian Rockstar, who also donated a $1.25 cash app. $1.25. He said it's to the advertising fund. That I'll never do. What is this mess? What are you doing filling up the chat room with that mess? Come on, man. That's a mess. That's silliness. Don't do that. Stop that. I'm serious. That people don't like that. That's taking up and pushing everybody else's comments off. Nobody gets to read them. They got to scroll back. Then they got to catch up. It's very selfish. Please don't do that. Thank you very much. Andrew, 420 Goofonian Rockstar. He still donates $1.25 to Cash App and gets the shit kicked out of him in the chat room. Hey, man, you can't break the rules. That's overabundance of emojis. It's in the rules. Thank you for being here, by the way. Mucho gusto generoso. Hey, Jim Neff. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. The boss of Goof on Diane, boss. Kelly Lewis, howdy do? Welcome to Reality Check. What's up? Welcome to the show. YOY Fools. I almost said YOY Files. Welcome to the show. Hey, Martin R. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Hey, oh, it jumped. Renee Cruisin. Welcome to the Paula Faust. Hello, doll. Good to see you. Part-time Pete. Yeah. Good to see you, man. I know, it's been a minute, but good. Good to see you, bud. I think you're talking to me. I don't know, but if you aren't, that's okay, too. Welcome. Tony, hey, man. How you doing? Welcome to the show. There it is. Bing, bang, boing. Oh, terrestrial material. How you doing, Chief, huh? How's your mom and them? I don't know. That's from a movie. What movie is that from? How's your mom and them? And they all right. My mom's got the bursitis. Told her put that Ben Gay on it. Well, he ain't been over in a minute. Huh? What? Welcome to the show. I make up narratives. This is how I come up with this stuff. It's right here. It is. I'm not even joking. SoCal Squatcha, how you doing? Welcome to the show. You know, Alien Ate My Buick. How you doing, Aliens Ate My Buick? One of my favorite names. William H. Bonney, 2. How are you? How are you? I blew it. I can't even rhyme anything with 2. It's too hard. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. I hope everybody's all right. And Sky Allen, welcome to the show. Hey, Bob Burkins. 2 B's are better than 1. It's a super sticker. It's a siesta. Super sticker. It's a $1. We round up. It's Canadian coin. Eh? Well, it's not a boot the moony. Wait. It's not a boot the money. It's not a boot the money. Man, that's hard to think. Well, when you don't really say boot. You say boot. Oot. A boot. When I write now, when I type, I don't say about. I say a boot. I want people to think I'm somewhat Canadian. Something about Canada that calls to me. I don't know. It could be the Sasquatch in that region. I hear they like to visit a certain area. Yeah. Banff, I think. Somewhere around there. I want to go to Banff. Should have went a few years ago. Didn't go. Stayed home. Bob Perkins, thank you for being here. Mucho gusto generoso. I am going, and you are a continuing supporter of Goof On. There's something else here. All right, I got him. All right, let me do this. Thanks, Ben, Ed, Lisa, Dorothy, Jeanette, Bob Perkins. You guys rock. Seriously, mucho gusto. If I didn't say your name, generoso, it doesn't mean I don't love you. FAP, how you doing? It means we got a lot of show to do. So let's get going, shall we? I want to see if I can get the background that I want for the show up. Let's see if it'll work. It's funny. It wouldn't. It usually takes 10 seconds. I'm going to try it one time, let it run for 30 seconds or so. should go through right about now. Somewhere in there it didn't. So we're probably just, maybe it's a little slow. We'll give it 20 seconds. And maybe it's really slow. Now I check my download and upload, but the upload, what's the big number? My big number was where it should be, 950. But usually I'm at 40 to 45 on the other one, and I was at 5. So it's something going on with my connection, I think. Maybe I need to clean some stuff up. Yeah, it's not working. I can't change the background. I can change it, but I can't choose a new background. Capiche? So we'll have to deal with this. So many claims, no proof. This is the part of ufology that gets me. We support people because we trust they're going to be honest. We trust because they're a nice guy. You ever hear that one? He's a nice guy. He wouldn't lie. Have you ever broken bread with them? No. And how do you know? That's a good argument. So if I eat dinner with somebody, another term for breaking bread, I get to know somebody's, hey, it worked. It went through. I get to know somebody's intentions. That's a beautiful that is beautiful, I have to admit. Thank you to Moonlicht for helping with the majority of that. I just did the filler stuff, the quotes, the arrow, and Lou. That's it. He did everything else. He did the trust, the spider, the lady, the earth, I love the GoofOn logo. We have 2 logos. I like it because if I ever need to leave the other one, we got it. We got it ready. We've got 3, one for GoofOn Lives too. So trust, as you can see in the quotes that I designed for the show, isn't trust earned. We see these people. Lou Elizondo came in out of nowhere. Remember this? Can you go back that far and remember? Because I can. I, of course, am me, and I don't trust a lot of people without hearing them, seeing them, knowing them, watching them, studying them. I'm not talking about you kind people. I'm talking about people in mainstream media that want to give us the news, right? So when Lou came up, immediately all bells and whistles went off. I think within a week, I said to a few people, I don't want to name names. I think one was Dave Scott. I said, guy looks like a bully. I think he's a bully. I know bullies. That's a bully. There's something on. No. He's here to give us disclosure. No, he's not. And he said it. You heard me play the clip 1,000 times, 100 times. All right, it was 175 times. I lost the clip somewhere. So we want to trust. It's a very, very thin line between trust and hate. I know you want to say love and hate, but in this field, it's trust. And there are people I trust, believe it or not. You may think Rich trusts nobody, because I say trust no one. It's right there. That doesn't mean you can't trust anybody. What I mean by that is don't trust anyone who makes outlandish claims. Wait, hold on. Me. Don't trust anyone who makes any claims of having UFO evidence of any kind that wants to go big to mainstream media. When I first got into this field, you don't know anything. I like that. I remember how I went into the Art Bell shows to listen, and archives, and Coast to Coast AM, and listening to, there was Jeff Rentz, who I listened to, who's still around, I think. A couple other people who have passed away. Jerry Pippin, who's no longer with us, sadly. Some other guy, I can't remember his name. We always used to love Stanton Friedman. You know, these are people I trusted to a good degree, where if they came up with some information, I think it would be up on the level, right? But everybody's being used in this field. Everybody's being used. I'm not talking about us. So anytime I talk about something and I say, I'll let you know if I'm talking about our community. I'm talking about the people that are paid to talk. Anybody who's making a good dollar. And what I mean is they have a job making some serious money. And I'm not talking like millionaires type of shit, but, you know, couple of thousand maybe for a TV episode. I don't know. It's some of these people are in it for the long haul. You know who. And they're making all right money, I guess. They haven't left and done anything else that I see. You know, and it's the same group of people with hardly any additions at all in the last several years. And I think you can agree to that it has been the same core 25 people. Let me see. Jeremy, can we go through this real quick? I can name several right off top, probably 10, but I'll have to think about the others. Lou, Jeremy, Gary Nolan, Travis Taylor, Avi Loeb, Brandon Fugel, the two bird brains, Rose Cuckold and his partner over there, Slattery, no, not that guy. Who's can't think of his name. Jim Semivan, you can go that way. That guy's a big influence on silliness in this field. That's on that side. There's just the whole UAPTF. There was that 5 others. You know, it's the same group of people that constantly are telling us lies. Yeah. And the reason I say that, because they talk like everything they're telling us is fact. This is alien. And here's what the aliens' intentions were. They tell us their intentions too. Yeah, the aliens want to live underground. That's why their eyes are big, their head's big, and they have skinny necks. How'd you come up with that? You know, whistleblowers, people who go under hypnotic regression, experiencers. All right. Okay. Interesting. But no proof. No. All right. Just making sure, because, you know, anybody can say anything. God forbid somebody would do that in this field. Right? So we hear from people. Travis, Barney and Betty, we want to trust them. People want to believe. Billy Meyer. People want to believe that people still say they believe him. Even though there's so much evidence saying to the contrary, this guy's a fraud, people want to believe him. You know, I don't think it's unhealthy. Unless they're, you know, cultish about it, you know, singing Kumbaya to Billy Meyer and his photographs with candles and voodoo dolls of his haters. You know, if it gets to that, let me know. I'll be in that fire that they'll put my feet on top of. But we want to trust them. We want to trust they're telling us the truth. Why would he say that? You hear that all the time. Well, why lie? All right, hold on. Why lie? Where is that guy right now? What do you mean? Where is he? I don't know. He's on TV. Right there. live on Dr. Phil, of all places. David Grush on Dr. Phil. So you're going to tell me that aliens are here on planet Earth, archaeological dig site, and really, I love Skinwalker Ranch. Travis, come on out here. Travis comes out. How y'all doing? Chewing his gum. Yeah, I work on Skinwalker Ranch, also Ancient Aliens, and a couple other TV shows. God, I love Skinwalker Ranch. How's everybody doing here? Dr. Phil's show. Woo! Is this thing on? Well, it's on all right. You need to calm down. Wait. Skinwalker. All right, now you're going to calm down. I'm losing it. I still have the gizzard in my throat. But we trust these people? I don't. Yeah, it's sad. Now you don't. Well, you have trust issues. I got to work on Dr. Phil. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You sure do got Dr. Phil issues. So, when I'm listening to Lakatsky come out and do this interview on Weaponized, I want to trust him, right? How often do we hear this guy? Not that often. Not about what we hear him talking about on Weaponized, which is why I listened to the first half and I want to go over some things because I want to trust him, and I have a very difficult time, especially when I can fit the word scam in there nicely into his name, Leskamsky. But that's not nice. That's rude. What did he do to me? Nothing. It's what he did to ufology. What did he do to ufology? It's what he didn't do. I don't have a problem with Lakatsky at all. Not that it matters, but I'm just saying, for the record, what I have a problem with are the things that I'm hearing now, which you'll hear. But then a lot of this is not bad. It's positive. A lot of the things that were said from the Weaponized show. I have some UFO sightings I want to go over tonight. Some of them, one of them, it'll be a test. There'll be a test. All right. So this is what bothers me. It's stuff like this. I'm going to play this clip. I think this is a clip. It's a clip. And it scares me. See, this is what scares me when they say things like this. He says, don't take my word for it. The Peru alien situation is real. The aliens attacking the people. He likens it to what it was like during the 1977 Corrales, Brazil UFO event. The attacks, which is the one we were talking about before. Well, months ago. I couldn't remember the name of it, but it's Colares or Colares, Brazil. What did I say? Corrales? I think I said Corrales. So I've got a problem with that. A big problem with that. Because that means he supports something that most likely isn't really happening. And I want to know why. You see, maybe that Peru thing is being made to look like an alien invasion to start the false flag alien invasion. Holy crap. Okay, so listen. So let's say that's real. And what happened in Vegas, the 8 to 10 foot tall aliens landing in that kid's backyard at midnight. Maybe those aliens, if they are real, accidentally got off course and crash landed, or their ship lost control, or however you want to throw it. They wound up in the wrong part of the world. Instead of Peru, they wound up in Las Vegas. Hey, I'm just saying, it started at the beginning of this year, that UFO flap going on in Peru, early January. Maybe even a little bit before, but I remember it being January this whole year. And now Lukatsky supports it, like Ukraine or some shit. Nah, well, probably does. Well, I'm going to play this clip anyway. It's 1.5 minutes long. It's very factual. You got to just look at it. I want you to watch. I want to just enjoy the body language. Is he lying? Does he know what he's talking? See, I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows anything that's going on. You know, all right, here's what I want to know. If anybody watched Weaponized and watched this episode, he talks about how they investigated some serious shit, right? But he can never talk about anything. Nothing. Jeremy tried knocking down that door, and he won't budge. But when I watch him, he just seems so unnatural. Like he doesn't, like he's not being honest. Not that he's trying to get out of talking about it, because all he has to say is, I can't tell you, without being uncomfortable, because he knows those are the questions Jeremy's going to ask. They talk about it before he went on the show, I'm sure. I got to ask you the hard questions. If I don't ask the hard questions, Jim, people are going to get on my shit, and I'm not going to go for it. I got to ask you this. All right, and then I'm going to ask you this. Okay. What are your answers going to be? No, no, and no, no, no. All right. We're on the same page. You know, that's how they do it. They're friends. They're going to be back on the show. Friends through George Knapp, and everybody's connected. They're all connected. That's why you see somebody like a Chris Leto. He started his podcast, a year ago? 50, 60,000 subscribers. Because he's one of the good guys. He's not going against the grain. Plus, he comes from a special place as a pilot and everything else. Very nice guy, too. But you see that with other people. You know who they are. And we go against that because we like living in reality. And how about this? When have we been wrong? I can't think of a time. No, I can't. I'm trying. I hear the Jeopardy theme going off in the back of my head. All right, let me play this.
I'm going to pull George here. George, so reading their book, over the last few days, they talk a lot in the book. You guys talk a lot about Colares in Brazil, and how for decades that human beings were being physically harmed to the point of death. So from UFOs, and that their military studied it. Is this like a case? And that also OSSIBLE, you're going to reveal in a future book, did actually do an in-depth investigation about Colares. So my question is, okay, maybe not national security, but in this case, the UFOs were fucking people up. They were hurting them to the point, sometimes to death. So are you telling me with your book and all this information that UFOs do pose a physical threat a lot of times to people, like in Brazil?
Yes, absolutely.
Hold on. I'm going to pause it there so we can fair use. All right. Now, if you go back and watch the 1977 interviews with some of those people who were in Brazil, who were attacked, there's documentaries and video about those people. It's very, very cool. Yeah, I think Unsolved Mysteries even has a series, a 2-part series on it. I have the DVD collection. It's in there. It's weird. It's very strange. And at the same time, around this time, some parts of the United Kingdom, there was a girl who had cancer something or a heart problem. She was healed by a miniature UFO that came through her bedroom window. This is in the 70s. This happened. It's documented. It came through the bedroom. It went right up her body, up her belly button, right to the center where the sternum is. Is that the sternum right there? That middle part, the bottom of the breastplate? And she was frightened, but she said there was a feeling that overwhelmed her, as if the UFO was talking to her. She heard in her head, "You'll be all right. Don't be scared." Then it went over her head. She said she saw lights as she closed her eyes. And then the thing went out the window. She was laying on her back the whole time. From a story, from what I remember, she flipped over and was on her stomach looking out the bed, at the window, looking for this thing. And then went and ran and told her mom, and her mom didn't believe her. And they went to the doctors that day or the next day, and she was in complete remission. It was a miracle. And that's why that story made headline news down there, wherever in the UK. There was another one in the UK area. So it's not like, it's like there's good aliens and there's bad. Or, man, people are freaking on drugs. I don't know. How do you explain that? You can't. She gets totally healed. I don't know. I really don't. But they're talking like the Peru thing is real. Why would Lakatsky act this way? What does he know? See, these people, I say they don't know, but I think they know. Not everything. They know just enough to keep us wanting more. But not only that, it keeps... It just... What does Lakatsky have what does he care? What does he have to gain from all this? Yeah, he has nothing to gain from this. He's not making tons of... he just got a book come out, didn't he? Not going to get rich off of it. But I think to myself, why does he need to lie? Why does he need to lie? Because he worked in the government for OSSIBLE, of all places.
And that's one of the reasons that we were trying to complete the database in regard to Brazil. And it's simply that if that was occurring here in the U.S., let me tell you, every day you'd see a front page article. That did not occur. But, there's I don't want to go into something I'm unfamiliar with that isn't OSAP in nature, but there's current problems now in South America, and you probably know more about that, Jeremy, about what appear to be again threats.
It's pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. I'm pulling up another clip here in a second. Hold on. Is this the one I needed? No. Hold on. I'm not sure I found the right one. And I checked the speed of I don't understand why some things just aren't working. This is getting frustrating. All right. Okay. I'll play that in a minute. So Lakatsky, I was looking for where we were going next. All right, here we go. Yeah, he is, I don't know. I don't see why he would lie. Why he would lie. And then I keep saying, okay, he worked for the government, OSSIBLE. And Lou was the offshoot, got the overflow from ATIP, right? Got the overflow stuff that Lukatsky couldn't handle or go over. Yeah, I am looking for the next video. Oh, I have a door cam UFO. Okay, Lukatsky says this. This is so unbelievable to me that he actually said this. He believes David Grush is credible, but in the same breath, he thinks David Grush read forged documents with the intelligence server. Could Grush have mistaken these documents as authentic? You see? Do you see the loophole? That's another loophole. That's an out. That's how you keep Grush credible. He's helping him. Yes. He's helping his credibility by saying this. They're all in on it. They all work together on it. You think I'm joking? You think I make this up? Man, if you really pay attention to what's going on, you can see all these guys know each other. They're all helping each other. And that's fine. Help support each other. I just don't like that they support stuff that cannot be proven. Everything is like, hey, we got this. Hey, we got that. Hey, we can't show you this or that. But we definitely got it. Skiff off. You know, everything has got a roadblock to it. Aren't you frustrated like that? I'm frustrated as hell because everything is roadblocked. We're not hearing anything. This is why I'm angry a little bit tonight. Because although I don't see a problem with Laskamsky, I see a problem with Lukatsky. I do. I see that he's supporting their cause. However, it is interesting what he said here. He believes he's credible, but he read forged documents, not knowing he was reading fake stuff. What part? Never tells us. What part? He doesn't say. Which part is forged? Don't worry about it. But he did. See what I mean? He's just talking without proving. I can't tell you that. But I know he's reading forged documents. Which ones? Don't worry about it. Well, I'm worried you brought it up. What do you mean, don't worry? It's the whole basis and foundation for his credibility. Where's the information coming from, Jack? It's Jim. Whatever. All right, listen to this. Listen to this.
He talks about program names. He talked about program names. He talked about holding locations of UFOs, which you've already admitted that we've got them and we've been exploiting them. So he's talking about things that are very tangible and physical. People that worked on UFOs, those programs. So part of the 40 witnesses that came forward to him are people that actually worked on these legacy UFO programs, which he says exist. We've talked about it. All the four of us have talked about it. We know UFO legacy programs have existed, whether or not you can talk about it or not. We know that they existed. So just to give, kind of looking at what he said, he's saying that there are individuals with direct firsthand experience. It's not opinions they can be wrong or right about. It's whether or not these programs existed. And we have these craft we've been working on.
Okay. And I have seen in multiple cases what I would can only call forged documents. So.
Okay. So there's another thing we should talk about. So what do you mean by that? There have been forged documents.
They're documents talking about programs that are not legitimate documents.
within intelligence servers within your industry, there are forged documents inside of our government's, or what are you talking about? Just on the internet? Or are you
talking about both.
Come on, Jack. It's Jim. Whatever. Nah. What do they call this? A word salad? Something like that. I want to thank Ben for the $4.20 on PayPal. I didn't check. I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking about it. He says, keep up the great work. I'm not always in chat. Sometimes I just lurk, but I watch. But I've been watching for almost, 2 years, 9 months. So thank you very much, man. That means a lot. I appreciate you for actually hanging out more than 2 shows. Thank you. Thanks for the support, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for the continuing support, actually. Ben D. Thanks, Ben. I don't know if you want me to say the last name. But this is unbelievable, isn't it? It's fun. This is fun to me.
Really? How could that happen? Forged documents with inside our...
You know what that means, right? There's forged documents mixed in with the real documents. And if you can't figure out why, I'm sorry. I'll tell you why just in case you can't figure out why. It's to throw off any spies that come up, that maybe break in, or anybody who's going against the grain. So they plant. If what he's saying is true, I don't know if it's true, but I tell you what, they would have to mark those pages with something to let the people who know what's real in there, what the fake stuff is. Maybe the papers are just off color a little, or the heading's off on those documents. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's got to be something. But it's weird. So what he's doing is what I mean by the loophole. Because now, if David Grush gets caught saying the wrong thing, well, Jim Lukatsky just laid it out to cover his ass. Yeah, he didn't know it, but there were forged documents in there. Yes, forged. That was forged. There are no aliens. No, we don't have them. That was a lie. Well, it was forged. Really? How about the archaeological? Forged. The archaeological dig is forged. Oh, no. So everything David Grush, everything important that Grush said, forged. Forged? Oh, well, thanks. Well, it was all hearsay anyway. That's what people would start saying. It was hearsay anyway. You guys, man, that they would do that. The people that are supporting him, if they found out all that shit was bullshit and David Grush got conned, which I think he did anyway, then, because that's what Lukatsky's basically saying. He's giving him a way out in case something bad happens. Man, that's beautiful how they cover their friends' asses, isn't it? Now it's out there. Now it's out there. That's what happens when you put something out in the ether. It gets thrown out through these things called microphones. And then they go into these other things called speakers and headphones. And then for most of us, it'll go to your brain. And then people will start thinking, oh. So Grush, oh. And everybody will have an O face by the end of the week. Oh.
Intelligence agency server.
They even covered this on an X-Files episode. Every special access program has a counterintelligence officer. That's their job.
There it is. Another loophole.
It's their job.
Another loophole.
So, you might say, well, wait a minute, Jim and Colin are counterintelligence officers. No, we're not. There's no reason to be. But if you're in a program, you have that person either assigned to you or you bring them in. And
that's such baby shit. That's such childish baby shit to do that. I'm over here. There we go. Right? We're going to put forged documents so we can trick them. Yeah. Well, do a better job at having a little bit of security. Maybe your shit's not secure enough. Have you ever thought about tightening up the ship a little bit? Got a few leaks? Have you? Because if people are walking out and taking little micro shots and pictures of shit in drawers and in cabinets, there's a problem. And there's probably a problem with the vetting system. You're an American citizen. You have a very unusual accent. What is that? It's Japanese. I mean, Chinese. Oh. Why'd you say Japanese first? I was testing you. How long have you lived in the United States? My entire life. I was born in New York. Can't you tell by my accent? I'm Italian. You don't look Italian to me. I shaved the hair on my chest. And your last name is Hong. Tom Hong? Well, it used to be Hongstein, but we changed it to Hong. I am really an American from New York. All right, I vetted you. Go ahead. Go grab your FBI jacket. You made it. By the way, there's an IQ test in the back. If you can tell where the I and the Q test are, you win, huh? Exactly.
There's a source of forged documents right there. Go have your listeners and readers go back through the UFO history, and you'll see fingers pointing to others that, again, I won't name them, that, hey, this is all fabricated. And
like Rick Doty. That's who you're talking about, maybe.
Can't say.
Oh, ow, that's gotta hurt Doty. Dick Doty goes down for the count in round 4. Corbell with an uppercut to Doty's midsection. Not that it would be hard to miss. That goes all over Doty's reputation.
Oh, hold on. Here's George. Here's George. He's going to say something. Go ahead, George.
Which counterintelligence officer wrote this in Skinwalkers at the Pentagon on page 152?
Okay, wait a minute.
He'll read it.
152.
Yeah. Sasha Mover and Jim Bell began knocking on doors beyond DHS to connect with, quote, the keepers of the secrets in at least 2 other agencies. In these meetings, which took place July 2011, Sasha, Jim, and colleagues were treated rudely and harshly. Bell and Mover were repeatedly told no and hell no. This left them convinced that advanced technology was sequestered under government supervision at aerospace contractor facilities. As a result, the DHS facilities, Department of Homeland Security officials, became very hesitant and even fearful of moving forward. Perhaps these two only belatedly realized the unique, game-changing, and earth-shattering nature of the biggest secret ever kept by the United States. Is that counterintelligence stuff, or did you two guys write that?
Well, we wrote that, and it was approved by the Pentagon and by DHS. Okay. But the thing is that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about plain out and out forged documents that are shown as proof of something, and it's been applied to OSSIBLE too. That their documents. I want to emphasize something I said on my first and only interview. It was a closed program. It operated very similar to a SAP. The director of analysis, and my office chief, and of course, division chief, knew about this program. No one else did. Now, I was also protected by the stovepipe nature of that. I did not have to address political type questions. I was insulated, but they were too.
Politics. Man, and the reason I played this tonight, number one, it's good. It's good information to know what he's saying. Because Jim Lakatsky's been a big part of ufology for the last, 15 years since he was in ATIP. I mean, we didn't know about it until, a few years ago, but I like to see what role he's taking in all of what's been going on, what his ideas are, what he thinks is really going on. And I find it absolutely weird in every way possible that he really believes what's going on in Peru is an alien attack. That's beyond huge. For any of these people to say, it's huge. And that's why I say, what does he gain out of it? I don't know, maybe another book. Do you trust Arrow? Apparently, nobody's trusting Arrow at all. Nobody. So for this year, I think, 800 total sightings where 2 to 4% are anomalous and investigated, and 2 reporting portals that are coming soon. So they will have one for historical sightings from government employees and one for the public. I'm not sure I understand. One for historical sightings from government employees and one for the public. Doesn't say from the public. Like here it says one for historical sightings from government employees and the other one is for the public. Probably from the public? See, because the way I'm reading that means the public doesn't get to see the historical sightings from government employees. It's very, very deceiving. I don't understand it. But that's the previews of the 2023 UFO report. That they have 800 sightings, 2 to 4%, 2 to 4 are anomalous and investigated. That's all it says. But those portals will be coming soon to the Arrow website. He does not look like he wants that job at all. At all. Now let me pull this up. I've got a lot of clouds coming up soon. Where do I have one more? I thought I had one more. Hold on. I thought I had one more video to play. Nah, that's Violent Lightning. I don't want that one now. All right, let me see if this is it. One last thing. That's not it either, but I want to play that. All right, so I guess that's there wasn't really a lot for me to report on tonight as far as weaponized went. I talked pretty much about Lakatsky and the way, in the looking inside the UFO, which he never did. He never said he looked inside the UFO. Corbell said that. And then Corbell somehow a minute later corrects himself and asks him, or says it that they had access inside the UFO, not did you have access inside the UFO? But he didn't have access. I've seen now that Corbell do that 3 or 4 times where he'll say something one way and then ask it again another way just to get it in your ear. See, I I don't like that subliminal bullshit because that's what he does. You guys, I'm telling you, got to listen to Corbell when he speaks, even though it hurts. There's this UFO that keeps showing up. And I call it the Jug UFO. Third phase of moon, including myself, we did a report on these types of UFOs. And they're back. The jugs are back. I don't know what they are. Everybody said because they don't move, they're pretty much stationary, and everybody thinks it's either CGI or it's an advertising banner that looks somewhat like a jug without the handle. It looks like something like a container. It doesn't look like your normal disc-shaped, cigar-shaped UFO. It looks like a container. So I'm going to show it to you. I tried looking for the third phase compilation, but I couldn't find it. There's 2,000 videos to go through, but I went back over a year and a half when we did the things, and I just couldn't find it. I skimmed through like 20 videos. Didn't see it. I probably went right over it. But here we go. These are really interesting, and they're making a comeback. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. But why would this even be a UFO in the first place?
Intrigued by what he was seeing, he continued on recording for a few more minutes. The object seems to travel quite a distance. Check this out.
Did you see it? It looked like it was moving. And I don't think it was parallaxing.
Whatever this thing is, Trigia 111 wasn't the only one who saw it. Marina Broski, another internet user, was also able to capture it on camera in the same city. Check this out.
Holy hängt da irgendwas oben schon?
Do you guys remember this?
What?
I don't think it's a drone though.
By the amount of videos that were recorded and posted online, this object...
So what would it be? Seriously, what would be the reason for having something look like that? Two things. It's a balloon or a drone. What else can it be? I'm seriously asking. A spy jug? Spy Jugs, the new porno movie. A trash bag? You know, it does look like my trash bag, but it's not moving at all, bro. It doesn't move, waver. It doesn't even flinch. It's just pretty static in the sky. And from several different, I mean, you can even see it has a lip on it. It looks like you can see through the top, like there's a handle. Pretty weird. I think, do they have more of them? Yeah, here's some more. There's another kind. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Kecksburg, something like that. The German bell. Very good, guys. Yeah. I have a theory on that bell. Shop vac. Yeah. That is awesome. Shop vac. It looks like a freaking shop vac. Die Glocke. Yes. This is the one that we talked about on third phase right here. This one. That was the popular one that we did. And everybody, there's a string and it's down there and it's waving back. No, it never moved. Thing's static. Didn't move. You can see the leaves moving. Can't see the object moving. I love these. I have a theory on the bell. Die Glocke. I think it went through a time warp and landed in Kecksburg, 1966. I think what landed in Kecksburg came from the Germans when they were trying to mess around with it. Fugel! Sieg Fugel! It was like Brandon Fugel's father. Da. That's all I know. But it's interesting. I don't understand why or what purpose something like this would serve. I don't know, kids. I just don't know. But it's a UFO, guys, and those are making a comeback. So keep your eye out for the jugs. Sorry, Dorothy. What is this? Heftig Blitenslag. Why do I have this here? Heftig? Oh, this is the light. All right, let me throw this at you since it's up here asking for me. All right, yeah. What time is it? Holy shit, we're flying tonight. Sorry, I'm trying to go quicker. Oh, these are incredible. Watch. Oh, man. That's cool. Oh, so beautiful, right? Nature. Nature, nature, why are you here? Welcome to the show tonight, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. You are now going to see what is called the magic rock. I don't know if you guys ever heard about this rock that was found that has this red mercury in it. And supposedly red mercury doesn't exist. But here, you can say it's probably magic. You're going to have to look at this. There's something weird going on here. I'm talking really bizarre with this rock. He holds it up to the mirror and you can't see its reflection. You can't see the rock's reflection, but you can see what's on the plate. Oh, you'll see. Let me see if I got. Yeah, here it is. It was found. All right, let me pull it up. Here we go. Micro minerals, rocks, whatever the hell you want to call them. And 6. This is good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Compounds not found on Earth, nor anywhere else on our solar system.
60-40.
In other words, no one knows exactly how or where this rock was formed.
80-20.
It's basically an alien rock. Now, you would expect that this rock that was found in 1996 in Western Egypt by Ali Barakat to have some sort of alien special power, like kryptonite, but it doesn't. However, a couple of weeks ago, a very strange video surfaced the internet and social media of what's supposed to be a very strange rock that was also found in Egypt and has some sort of superpower.
Are you ready for this?
In one of the videos posted by Multiversali on Reddit, it shows some of the strange properties that this rock has. Check this out.
Check this out. Watch the bottle. I don't know why this happens.
In the video, a man holds a paper with the date supposedly written on it. When he places the rock next to a water bottle, it becomes red. But it gets stranger. Take a look.
Now, enonjole ku? Ino tunakola separate one by one. So kolinde ku. Otia.
Wow.
When placing a Coca-Cola bottle side by side
He didn't
with
shake
the rock,
that up.
the bottle simply bursts somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
But it
Bang it
doesn't
on the
stop
ground
there.
a little.
In other videos, a different type of rock was shown with similar properties.
Watch this. There's goo coming out of this rock. There's the date, 2/22/23. There's a bunch of goo coming out of my rocks.
And when these videos were all posted, they amassed millions of views and thousands of comments.
Yeah. Come on. I want to get to the good stuff.
Evidence of it can be found in the work of medieval alchemist and philosopher Jabir ibn Hayyan, who wrote, "The most precious elixirs to have been blended on earth were hidden in the pyramids." In ancient cultures, it is believed that this elixir...
Oh, come on! I got your elixir right here.
would boil water.
Yeah, this rock would boil water.
It would mess with electric devices.
Yeah, my phone used to do that. Oh yeah, bad faulty wiring. Duh. I got that in my house, bad faulty wiring. Come on. What is that, light bulb gonna break next?
And it would have absolutely no reflection in a mirror.
This is the best. His hand's in front of it. Of course you can't see it. Watch this. How does he do it? Oh my goodness. Where is it, you ask? I don't know.
It really is one of the most mysterious videos out there. And to this day, it hasn't been completely explained.
That's cool, isn't it?
In this video, a man shows that red mercury does not reflect itself on mirror.
It's not red.
It repels from garlic.
Oh, look at this.
And the list goes on. It's somewhat a vampire substance. However, other videos show that normal mercury does not behave like this. In other words, whatever the substance is, it looks like mercury, but it's something entirely different.
It's got personality, sparkling personality, talking personality, walking personality. It's red dye. It's a beautiful thing. Crazy, right? You know why I don't like it? And I wanted to show it to you because, you know, when I first saw that, I was like, it's got to be magic. I've seen magic tricks. I know that can be magic. It is cool, though, when he put it up against the mirror and he moved the mirror. You couldn't see it. And you could see the actual plate itself, which was really strange, I have to admit. I don't know how they did that. But anyway, let's get a little more serious now. Robert Bigelow has made some comments that are out of this world. He is all in. He is in. This guy believes in the paranormal. As a matter of fact, he's the guy who bought Skinwalker Ranch and hung out there for a couple decades. Remember that guy? Said there was no, 10 years? 2015? Said there was nothing he could show us. Sells it to his friend, who was suspiciously the only bidder on the property, takes it, wins it, buys it, owns it, turns it into this TV show extravaganza. They don't get anything worthy of evidence anywhere, anytime, anyhow. But Bigelow, because of Bass, Bigelow Aerospace, that's something. But because of that, he gets a lot of credibility, gets a lot of kudos. But he says some outlandish stuff. And I want to play a clip of him saying some outlandish stuff. He says that regardless of where the extraterrestrial intelligences are from, they are all servants of a supreme consciousness. Says Bigelow. That's amazing to me. God, I love this field we live in. Field? What field? What do you mean? What's a field? What does Rich mean? He's been in the field. What a crop field? I mean, I don't get this guy. I can't believe they didn't understand what that meant. Field? What field? Tells you they don't know anything. Oh, this is Mystery Wire?
That
I didn't know this.
With our work, had times that they had to struggle with what they had encountered. And you know these people too. And so, but I personally never felt that way. I felt a different kind of connection. And so, like with the Skinwalker Ranch, I felt like I was a caretaker. I was a facilitating, hosting people, to certain kinds of folks to come to the property. Government people to come to the property.
He's a facilitator.
Scientists to come there and do things, but I was a facilitator is all. And never threatened. I had a great night's sleep every single time, and some other people did too, you know. There's an aspect, though, to this survival work. It's a bit different. And there's...
You notice I'm coughing? Every time he coughs, he says another piece of brrr. Isn't it amazing? The ticks in people? No, I don't know if he's bullshitting. But he just seems like he's tired. To me, he doesn't feel... I don't think he wants to do this interview, to be honest. I think he'd rather be in bed.
There's a piece of it that... and if people bother to read the literature, if you bother to go into the books and really try to find quality material, and it's out there by the hundreds of books, by quality authors, you'll come across publications that after a while you'll start to get a consensus because of multiple sources coming at you, and you'll start to get a consensus of a feeling of things. And
what does that mean? What does that mean? You start reading all these different books and you start getting a consensus. All this information comes from all different angles. I think I know what he means, because I think I went through it. When you start, like when I started in this field, we already had the internet and everything, right? But I can remember before when I had to go to Barnes and Noble or something, even the library when I first started going there before bookstores became a thing in the mall, right? There was always one bookstore you went to. It also was part pharmacy and part t-shirts, you know? So I had to do that. I had to read different material from the library, the store, even the grocery store sometimes would have paranormal literature or mysterious stuff, you know, at the front counter. I would always look at that stuff, you know, and I wish I kept it all, to be honest. That would have been cool to keep all that stuff. But it did give me some sort of perception of what this community was like, and it's nothing what I thought it was. It is the opposite of what I thought it was. You know why? Because what I'm doing, what we do here at Goof On, is the opposite of what everybody else is doing, for the most part. When it comes to what we're really here doing every night, other than, you know, I'm going over what people are saying and things of that nature, there's some sort of vibe that we have here that isn't like any other show. And it's a vibe where I think people feel I think people get offended or feel like they're about to be offended or don't like or like what I'm saying. And the thing is, what I'm saying, if nobody else says anything like that about Corbell, nobody talks about any of these people like that, other than true trolls, you know, and shit like that. But I'm not attacking character. I'm attacking what they're saying, how they're saying it. We're not calling them idiots. We're not calling them losers. Yet.
And so it does have this aspect of
and the reason I say all that, because I don't want people to think that's all we do here is some sort of negative narrative. We're not negative Nelly narrative here. It's not. It's figuring out why we're not getting disclosure when all we've been hearing about, and all we have been hearing about, are aliens, right? Where are they? Disclosure's going to happen. It's imminent. Hasn't. Tom DeLonge was going to build flying bullshit. That never happened. Where's the transparency at Arrow? Where's the transparency with the fake whistleblowers? Where is transparency? There's nothing. Everything we have, everything we've gotten, it's moot. How can you say that, Rich? All the hard work these people put in? Yeah. Yeah. And it's moot. Moot. How could you say that, Rich? We're talking. We're talking about it. Good. Keep talking. I want evidence. When you get evidence, wake me up. Until then, your lips is moving, and I don't want to hear what you're saying. This guy, I mean, he's trying to impose some serious bullshittery and the biggest woo bullcrap I've ever heard. I mean, listen.
Is to be concerned about. And, you know, I've told you that since we formed this institute in June, all of a sudden we had people around us that started having things happen. And not all of it was rosy. Okay, so I mean, this is family members, myself, my staff.
Okay. Family members and people who work for you that you pay. Family members that want to make you happy are going to tell you what you want to hear, Jag. They're going to see what you tell them they're probably going to see. When you go to sleep, you might see dark figures out of the corner of your eye. We all see floaters. Prove it. When you go to sleep, you may have dreams of Jesus or something. You may wake up with bruises. Hey, Bobby fell out of the bed again. He's got a bruise on his knee. Satan came a-calling in the middle of the night. You may wake up in the middle of the field outside. Bob's in the cornfields again. That's not corn. Bob! Get out of the dildo field. But I like it out here. I know. Ever since he was a baby, he always just loved the dildo field. Can't figure it out why. And ever since then, he built rocket ships. Big old tubes. Big old rockets that go real fast. They go up into the sky, into a dark void. That's my Bob. That's my teddy bear Bob. He is a teddy bear.
And none of this we expected. None of we hadn't asked for anything, positioned anything, decided to do any kind of this kind of research. Our whole intention to begin with was simply trying to get ourselves up to speed in the literature. Excuse me, after being away from this for so many years, focusing on a space.
Excuse me. I had a bean burrito for lunch. It didn't sit well. You too? Man, I thought that was me. I don't want to do this guy anymore. I don't want to listen to it. I can't. I just can't. You know why? I'll tell you why. He bores me. He does. When I was watching it by myself on the couch thinking, is this interesting? Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I'm sorry, it was not. All right, so now, aliens attack? Holy crap. One last thing from the Corbell Weaponized. I can't forget this. Did I already say it? Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, that was the first thing I played. Yeah, that Lukatsky believes that the alien attacks in Peru are real. Yeah, all right, got it. All right, clouds, UFO. Okay, this says dangerous verbiage. I got to see what this is. Not everything is a pillow balloon, you know. This one is very tantalizing, in my opinion, looking at its morphology. Oh, I see why. It's a UFO sighting. And this guy says that word morphology to something that is not even, this is the verbiage I was talking about. This is bad. Because it's not accurate. You know how people say it looks like there was a force field around the UFO? There was some sort of, what do you call it? Energy around the craft. That's how it can make these turns, you know? And all it is, it's the pixelation of the video. It's not very good quality. So you're seeing the video pixelating and all that. Pixelizing? Did I actually say that? So we have another incident in Colombia. This says here, diamond disc-like object with small sphere coming back not so long ago, as well as the one photo sighting in Crete, fuzziness, and a small object near Colima del Fuego volcano. Let's watch this first one. It's not going to let me do it. Oh, it did. You know, that's not bad. I don't know what that is. But I gotta tell you, it's not bad. That is a really good UFO. I really don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, no, I hit the wrong one. Hold on, let me pull it back up. All right. All right, everybody, per request. The Crop Circle song, Greg Brown, everybody. Come on, sing along.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What happened to this? Uh-oh. What are they?
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean? What are they, everybody? Are they
harbingers of world change?
Come on.
These secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields.
Secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change? The secrets in the fields. Secrets in the fields. Come on, everybody. You know it.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? You want to hear the guitar solo?
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean? What are they, everybody? Are they harbingers of world change? There's secrets in the field. Come on, Peter Griffin. Are they harbingers of world change? I like this song. Secrets in the field. It kind of reminds me of something.
Are they harbingers of world change?
Change.
Secrets secrets in the field.
Bob Lazar wants to sing it. Oh, what happened? I'm gonna sing a little bit of this. You ready? What are they? Go, Bob. What are they? What do they mean? You're right on cue, Bob. What are they? Go, Bob. What are they? All right, Bob, that's enough. But I want to sing some more. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Everybody's getting involved in that one tonight. Enough. Look, 6 people dropped out since, you know, I can't play that song. We're losing people. It's like a volcano went off. Where'd they go? They left us, Johnny. They left us here high and dry. Why'd you do it? Why? Why? All right, I already played that. All right. That's a good UFO sighting that I played right there, though, right? I mean, what do you think it is? I don't know either. Here, look at the other one, though. Look at this one. Here's another one. This is pretty good, actually. Watch. Go. What are... No, Bob. No, I just wanted to say it. What do they... Bob. Hee. This is cute. Right?
Se quedó estátil, se quedó quietecito.
Ustedes que están matando
Se
chicos
quedó
de la...
quieto, no se mueve.
Sí, sí.
En un solo punto.
Hey, puto.
Será un oni.
Nonis. That's right, it's flying. Look at the pelican fly. Fly,
Mira que se
pelican.
mueve, hace ratico está ahí.
Ahí, mamá. Hold on.
Y ese aparatico atrás será el que lo está guiando.
It's a hubcap. It's a hubcap in the sky. I'm
Mira que no
looking
se
at
mueve,
it.
ve, ahí está en el mismo punto.
Hey, there's no such thing as a punto. Flying punto? Sign me up. Punta Gorda. Ah, there you go. I'm going to Punta Gorda, Mexico. All right, this one, that could be a loon. See? That's what a loon looks like. But we don't know if it's a loon. But it doesn't look like it's moving. It looks like it's sitting in the same spot. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. Again, we have shaky video. She couldn't get any closer than that because it's a phone, not a real camera. When will the real cameras show us some legitimate UFOs? You can't trust these phones. Can't trust the phones. What else can't you trust? The people behind the phones. Remember, you can't trust anyone. I know it says no one, but what do they mean? Everybody left. Don't go. We got clouds. All right, you ready? Yeah, maybe I'll do the clouds tomorrow. You know what? I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, you know why? Because tomorrow's a bunch of UFOs tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, I have another video. Check this out. This is not bad, actually. I think you guys might enjoy this one. Seriously, I don't think I showed this one. And if I did, it must have been a short version because this is very gimbal-ish. It looks like the gimbal. Are you ready for this? Don't forget, you can still help support GoofOn any way you can. We are supported by you, the viewer. You know, I know, I've seen it. Tough world. If you can find it, that's great. Check it out. Watch this. I found it. Do you hear what I hear? Oh my God. I just saw a string. Yep, it's right here. and it went just this way. It went diagonally. I'm going to back it up to the string. Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw it. Right around here. Right there. Oh. Right there. Right there. You can see it thicken right there. It might be reflecting the sun. And then, when I play it, it's easier to see, believe it or not. There. Oh my God, look at it there. You can see it totally right here. It's longer than the actual balloon, the string. It's from here to there. If you can't see it, I'd be surprised, but it's there. A total balloon. And you can hear the wind. It's very windy, which means faster balloons. This is why I don't like being me. I gotta figure this out. I don't like it. I want to see a real UFO. Biden taught me this. If you whisper, they will leave. I turn on the video and it goes. It's a balloon. Do we still want to watch the balloon? Anyway, there's a balloon. I had to show you that. And just to let you know, that isn't allowed in our world. Why? Because it's not a real UFO. Likatsky is Team Bigelow. Would you agree with that? And anti-disclosure. Grush is Team Lou and pro-disclosure. Corbell and Knapp are two-timing both sides. I want to give that up for Who is Axelrod on X for that nice little quote. Likatsky is Team Bigelow and anti-disclosure. Grush is Team Lou and pro-disclosure. Corbell and Knapp are two-timing both sides. It's beautiful. Corbell and Knapp are two-timing every side. All right, Doorcam. I got a good one. Our community has been capturing UAP sightings using their Ring cameras. Check this out. I'm going to play this. I'm not in the mood for this, but you'll see why. This is terrible, but you'll see. You'll like it, though. You're going to love this. Check it out. 3, 2, 1. Engage. I said engage, number 1. I did, Captain. Watch. I am Iron Man. Ta ta doo dee doo dee la dee la da doo dee chicken doo. Where's the video? This isn't what I thought we would be watching. What's going on? Anybody see anything happening? Oh, that's it? Does anybody? It was the beginning? I tell you what. Let's say this. Failure to communicate. Goodbye. Get out of there. That's a fail. That was a fail. Fail. Okay, this UFO is going viral. It's video becoming a sensation. It's seen in midair over South America. I can't wait to show this to you. It looks a lot like the gimbal. Another one. Well, the last one, I thought this was that. This is that. This is that. This is that. The one that I thought was the gimbal. This is that. This is that. I don't know what this is. This is really it's good. You'll see. It's that and more. In 3, 2, go. It's a plane. Wait, it's a bird. No, it's a balloon. All right. I mean, what the? I mean, are you? I mean, how could? What are we? What in the? Holy! Wait a minute! I saw a string and it went from this. No, I didn't. But what is it? What is it? Wait, hold on. Do you see what I see? Look right here. What's this? You see this? It's fake. Watch. See this smudge? I just caught the fake. Watch it. It's fake. It's a plant. See? I'm kidding. It's pulling the cloud. Watch. Hold on. See this? See this? It's a UFO. Did you see it? It's right next to it now. And then they disappear. Did you see it? Right there. Watch. It's going to show up to the right of it. Ready? There they are. Boop. Now watch. And boop. Boop, 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 boop. You know what that is? Pixelation. It's not really appearing and disappearing. It's called pixelation because the UFO, see? The UFO went through it and it's tracing it. The camera is not picking it up. So it's trying to read the object and it's creating ghost images. That's all that is. It's not UFOs turning on and off. Go. See, there's more. It's... You'll see. You can see it all around it. It's pixelating. I don't know. I think that's really there in the sky. I think it is. But what I think it is a balloon of some sort. Now, here's an interesting one. I don't like orbs, but this is a good one. I have to show this to you. Let's see if maybe we can figure out what we're looking at here. This is only 22 seconds long, but it's one of the more clear orbs I've seen. So I want to share this with you before we go. It's pretty good. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The more thumbs up we have, the more people will be recommended to come to GoofOn. And, you know, it'd be nice. Don't forget. Please, it just takes a second. All right, check this out. Are you ready? I don't know. See to the left? See this? It's a weird white cloud. Very, very white. Go. So anytime I see an object like this and there's clouds, especially white clouds, even if there's a blue sky, I'm always looking for the string. And usually I look in the center towards the back. It's not going to be in the front unless it's blowing that way. So any direction it's going, you always look for it. You know, I haven't seen anything yet, so I'm not sure. It's a little far away. It's very tiny, but it's got a lot of balloon qualities. We're looking through glass, it looks like, too. Or is that a reflection? Is he looking in a reflection at this thing? Well, I thought it was pretty good when I saw it. Because we're far away, the reality is we're not that far from that object. We're less than a mile. But the reality is it's a cell phone camera and it can't zoom in. And maybe he can't zoom in because it is a phone, but maybe he did zoom in and it's a balloon. When it's too good to be true, it always is. So far, it always is, right? Well, that's it for tonight. We're going to get on out of here. 1 hour, 50 minutes. I think that'll be enough for us tonight. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody because it happens. Nope. Wait. Nope. Wait. Nope. Moderators, super chatters, thank you very much. What a very generous place this is. I appreciate the support. And you know how to keep doing it. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you, newcomers and veterans. Newcomers and veterans. Way to keep the chat room lively with some very interesting topics. I know I haven't been paying too much attention to the chat rooms. I've been really trying to focus on doing the job at hand. But you know, when I do, it's a better show. I think when I interact with the chat room, I get distracted and we start talking about other things. But like I said, we'll be back tomorrow night. We'll do it again. As always, it's Truthology. Truthology for ufology. For you. It's all for you. Thanks again, everybody. Tomorrow night will be some of the best UFO sightings in the history of time. Now, tomorrow we're doing UFO events or sightings that changed everything. Should be good. All right? All right, be good to everybody, all right? Treat yourself to something nice tomorrow, and alien bless.
There's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of Israel, and why did it sound one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
Is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent. What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.